You don't have a discipline problem. You have a dopamine problem. Right now, your brain is being trained, every single day, to choose what's easy over what matters. Every time you reach for your phone without thinking, every time you escape into scrolling instead of doing the work, you reinforce that pattern. And the scary part is, it's working. You're slowly being rewired to crave distraction more than progress. Every swipe, every notification, every 10-second video feels harmless. It feels normal, but it's not. Each time you chase that quick hit of pleasure, you're teaching your brain to avoid effort and seek instant reward. So when it's time to focus, to work, to build something meaningful, your brain resists. Not because you're lazy, but because you've trained it this way. You're not actually exhausted. You're overstimulated. Your mind is flooded with noise, and now anything that requires patience feels heavier than it should. But here's the truth most people never realize. You can reset it. Not in 30 days. Not through some complicated system. In just 24 hours. A full reset. A hard reset. It's called a dopamine reset, and it might be one of the most uncomfortable and most powerful things you'll ever do for your mind. For the next 24 hours, you remove everything that gives you easy dopamine. No social media. No scrolling. No YouTube. No just one video. Your phone is off, or at least far enough away that you can't reach it without thinking. You cut out junk food, sugar, and anything you use just to feel good in the moment. You remove the background noise too. No music constantly playing, no podcasts filling every second of silence. Just quiet. Just space. Just you and your thoughts. This doesn't mean you stop living. You can still move, act, and progress, but only through things that require effort or awareness. Reading, writing, walking, working, thinking, being present. That's it. It sounds simple, but it isn't. Because what you're really removing isn't just entertainment. You're removing your escape, the thing you've been using to avoid discomfort, avoid stillness, and avoid your own mind. And that's where it gets difficult. The first few hours will feel wrong, almost unnatural. Your hand will reach for your phone automatically, like it always does. You'll unlock it without thinking, and then suddenly stop. That moment hits you hard. This isn't just a habit, it's automatic. You'll feel restless, bored, even slightly anxious for no clear reason. Your brain will start negotiating. Just one scroll. Just 5 minutes. It won't matter. But it does. Because that voice isn't really you. It's the pattern you've built trying to pull you back in. Silence will feel louder than noise. Time will slow down. Minutes will stretch longer than they should. You'll sit there doing nothing, and it will feel uncomfortable in a way you're not used to. Because for the first time in a long time, you're not escaping. And when there's no escape, your mind starts to speak. Thoughts you've been avoiding begin to surface. Decisions you've been delaying. Emotions you've been pushing down. This is the wall, the moment where most people quit. Because facing your own mind without distraction is one of the hardest things you can do. But if you don't quit, if you stay in it, something begins to change. Not suddenly, not dramatically, but quietly. Your brain starts to slow down. The noise fades. That constant urge to check your phone becomes weaker. Your breathing settles. Your thoughts become clearer. And for the first time in a long time, you feel present, fully present. You start thinking in full sentences again, not broken thoughts or constant interruptions. Just clarity. Simple things begin to feel different. A walk feels peaceful instead of boring. Writing feels natural instead of forced. Work, something that once felt heavy, starts to feel manageable. You're no longer forcing focus. You're no longer fighting yourself. Because the overload is gone. Your brain isn't drowning in stimulation anymore. It's finally balanced. After 24 hours, you notice the shift. Something inside you feels different. You sit down to work, and instead of hesitating, you begin. No overthinking. No resistance. You just start. And you stay there longer than usual, more focused than usual. You're not reaching for your phone every few minutes. That constant itch, that invisible pull, it's gone. And what replaces it is something most people are chasing but never truly build. Control. Real control. You feel calmer, sharper, stronger. Not because your life suddenly changed, but because your mind did. You realize something powerful. You were never lazy. You were overloaded. And now, without all that noise, you're finally functioning the way you're supposed to. You don't need more motivation. You don't need another productivity hack. You don't need a perfect plan. You need space. Space from the noise. Space from the scrolling. Space from the constant stimulation that's been quietly controlling your attention. So here's the challenge. 24 hours. No escape. No shortcuts. No cheap dopamine. Just you and your mind. And see what happens. See how you think. See how you feel. See who you become when nothing is pulling you away. If you're serious about taking control, comment reset and subscribe to Habitura. Because your life doesn't change in one big moment. It changes in the decisions you repeat every single day.